I'm going to talk about something really impossible to talk about, oil prices and what that does to you with gasoline and all the conflict in the Middle East. What's that going to do to what it costs you to fill up? So the Middle East issues going on with Israel and its neighbors and with Iran at first led to a spike in the price of a barrel of oil, which directly translates into what you and I pay for gasoline. Now, in something that has shocked the prognosticators, the cost of oil and ultimately the cost of gasoline going down instead of up in the middle of more and more escalation in the Middle East. And there are factors that are really important here that affect what analysts in the industry reflexively immediately say, oh, well, we've got this going on in the world, price is going to go up. And you'll hear me anytime I talk about oil prices, I say, well, this is the trend, barring some unexpected event in the world like war. But this time has been different, barring a much bigger event or war. The trends are your friend as a consumer. There are two big reasons for us as Americans. Number one, we are now the world's largest producer of energy. It's just a fantastic story. And so this is weird, but the U.S. economy benefits when energy supply costs go up, even though you and I as consumers suffer when what we have to pay as end consumers goes up, where it used to be all one-sided. When the U.S. was a huge importer of energy and the price would go up, it was just bad news bears all the way through. But now, because we produce so much energy in the United States, it is a mixed story. But the good story for you and me is because we produce so much energy, foreign enemies of the United States cannot hold us over a barrel anymore. We are producing so much that it reduces the ability for foreign bullies to hurt us as consumers and hurt the United States and our economy with manipulating energy supplies because we are so powerful at this now. This is an absolutely great story that is completely different from where the U.S. was 40, 50 years ago, where we were totally dependent on people who didn't like us for our energy supplies. So this is an important story in what we're producing in natural gas and what we're producing in barrels of oil out of the ground. The other part of this is because we produce so much, even when prices go up in the world, our prices go up a whole lot less. But right now, I was just looking on GasBuddy and seeing prices in the low-tax states at the cheapest stations down around $2.20, $2.25 a gallon. It would not at all be a surprise to me if prices in a lot of states dropped to the first digit being a 1. And then you add in natural gas. And natural gas prices are really, really good going into this winter heating season. So much of our energy we use for winter heating is from natural gas, and that is a great story. So we've got a lot of good stuff going on. Plus, with China's economy in such a bad place right now, that has led to surpluses of oil around the world, which is an additional effect that should be beneficial to us with our energy quotient. The one really ugly part of all this are the states that still have what I consider to be corrupt systems for provision of electricity with monopoly power providers, where the cost of electricity has been going up and up and up way beyond the rate of inflation because we don't have free market forces working in most of our states with electricity. They are corrupt political processes that allow a monopoly power provider, the more inefficient they are, to charge you and me more money. And we benefited so much as a society and had so much economic growth from the deregulation phase we had in the U.S. economy in the late 1970s, where we freed up the trains, the trucks, the airplanes, and all that, and just allowed market forces to work. It is time now in the 20s to have an era of energy deregulation and power deregulation to allow the free market to work. So our society benefits, makes our manufacturing more competitive, and would benefit you and me in the wallet.